Welcome in to Duval Daily presented by GenJag.com. I'm Jordan DeLugo. Thank you so much for tuning in. Jaguars at Commanders. We are just 2 days away from the start of the Jaguars 2022 regular season. And with that, we have our final injury report heading into this one. A critical matchup for both squads as they kick off the 2022 season. For the Jaguars, defensive lineman Foley Fatu is questionable with a calf. He sustained an injury originally early on in training camp, fought back and came back, and then kind of re-aggravated that calf. And now he has been limited for the Jaguars leading up to game one. He is questionable for this one. What would it mean for the Jaguars if he could not go? Well, Foley Fatu is one of the bigger, more stout defensive linemen that the Jaguars have. He has defensive end and defensive tackle versatility. So you'll be missing out on that, certainly, and then that would leave you with Devon Hamilton as your only really big body on the interior there. Could you see Israel Antwine pulled up from the practice squad, who had a really strong training camp in preseason? Certainly, I think you could. You could also see just a lot more reps in base for DeJuan Smoot, Arden Key, Adam Gotsis early in that contest. The only other notable name here, or the only other name period, is Cam Robinson, the Jaguars starting left tackle. He's also listed on the injury report after being limited in Friday's practice with an ankle, but he will be active as there is no game day status, no injury status for Cam Robinson entering the game. He will be active for the Jaguars, and he was named the 6th team captain for this week. The Jaguars have 5 team captains that will be carried throughout the year, and they'll have one each week that Doug Peterson appoints. This week, he nominated Cam Robinson because of the leadership he's shown since signing his contract extension with the Jaguars earlier in the year. Looking at the Commanders side of things, it doesn't look like they're going to be quite as lucky on the injury front as the Jaguars. They will be without starting safety Cameron Curl, who is ruled out with a thumb injury that's been ailing him. It looks like second-year player Derek Forrest, rookie Percy Butler, and potentially fourth-year player Jeremy Reeves, they would be the next in line to step up for Cameron Curl, who is really one of the more talented and consistent players that the Commanders have in their secondary. So that's going to be a big loss for the Commanders in this one as they try to take on Trevor Lawrence, Doug Peterson, and this Jaguars passing attack. You've also got Logan Thomas and Colt Turner at tight end for the Commanders, who are both questionable. Logan Thomas is recovering from an ACL, and Colt Turner is, of course, a rookie out of Nevada. It could go either way here with these two players, and depending on which way it does go, could be a major boon for the Commanders if they're able to get Logan Thomas, their starting tight end, out there, and Colt Turner, who certainly has some field stretching ability. But if they're not able to go, or if Logan Thomas isn't able to go, that certainly puts a dent into Washington's offensive game plan, as he's been one of the more consistent players they've had when he's on the field as well. So in summary, Foley Fatu is questionable with that calf injury for the Jaguars. He's the only player for the Jaguars that is in question for this contest. And the Commanders, of course, as I just mentioned, are without starting safety Cameron Curl, potentially without Logan Thomas and Colt Turner at tight end. So the Jaguars fairly healthy going into this one. The only question here is Foley Fatu and his health, but their coaching staff, Mike Caldwell at defensive coordinator, feels confident that even if Foley is unable to go, that they will have the bodies they need to get in there and stop the run, allowing the defense to kind of pin its ears back on third down and get after the passer, get after Carson Wentz, and try to stir up some turnovers, something the Jaguars really struggled to do last year. That is going to do it here. Quick injury report for you. You can hit me up on Twitter at Jordan DeLugo. Follow Generation Jaguar at Generation Jag, and make sure to hit the like and subscribe button on YouTube. If you want to support the channel further, go pick up a new hat or shirt over at genjag.com right now. There's a link in the description below. You can also check out our channel membership. Again, a link in the description below. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, Duval.